Alright, the nights are getting longer, there's a chill in the air. You know what that means. It's time to find the perfect scare to load up on your PS5 or Xbox this Halloween. But with a sea of horror games out there, how do you know which ones are actually worth your time? Well, that's where we come in. We've been digging through the terrifying new releases and the must-play classics to bring you the only Halloween list you'll need. So grab your controller, kill the lights, and let's get into it. Kicking things off, we've got a brand new release that's a dream come true for old-school survival horror fans. Tormented Souls 2 is set to launch on October 23, 2025, and it takes everything that made the first game a cult classic and cranks it up to 11. You're back as Caroline Walker, trying to save your sister, Anna, in a remote South American town with a seriously dark past. The game totally nails that classic Resident Evil and Silent Hill vibe, complete with fixed camera angles, mind-bending puzzles, and that constant feeling that you're about to run out of ammo. If you want a fresh challenge that feels both nostalgic and new, Tormented Souls 2 is an awesome way to start your spooky season. Next up is a modern masterpiece you just can't miss. Resident Evil Village is basically a gothic fairy tale that's taken a very, very dark turn. Playing again as Ethan Winters, you're thrown into a creepy, isolated village run by 4 uniquely terrifying lords. The game brilliantly mixes the high-octane action of Resident Evil 4 with the up-close, first-person tension of Resident Evil 7. 1 minute you're battling hordes of lichens, and the next, you're creeping through the doll-filled halls of House Beneviento, which is, without a doubt, one of the scariest sequences in recent memory. It's a total rollercoaster of action and pure terror that has cemented its spot as a must-play horror game on PS5 and Xbox. For our number 5, we're blasting off into the cold, dead silence of space. The Dead Space remake isn't just a prettier version of the original, it's a ground-up reconstruction of a horror legend. You are Isaac Clarke, an engineer trapped on the mining ship USG Ishimura, where the crew has been butchered and twisted into monstrous creatures called necromorphs. The strategic limb slicing is as grimly satisfying as ever, but what really takes it to the next level is the fully interconnected ship and suffocating atmosphere. Every single creak, distant scream, and flickering light will have you jumping out of your skin. This remake is proof that some nightmares are even scarier the second time around. We're about halfway through the list. What do you think so far? Have any of these made your Halloween playlist? Let me know down in the comments, and if you're digging the video, do us a solid and hit that subscribe button. We've got plenty more scares coming up. At number 4, we have the perfect choice for anyone who likes to share the scares. The Dark Pictures anthology by Supermassive Games offers up cinematic, choice-driven horror that's tailor-made for a game night with friends. Whether you're exploring a ghost ship in Man of Medan or facing down witch trials in Little Hope, your choices decide who makes it out alive. But the one we're really hyped for is the next chapter, Directive 8020. Set in deep space, it's promising a sci-fi horror story with some serious Alien and Event Horizon vibes. Supermassive Games has delayed the game to 2026, but the existing anthology has plenty of terrifying stories to keep you busy until then. Coming in at number 3 is an upcoming indie game that is just dripping with psychological dread. You need to keep an eye on Dark Fracture, a first-person horror game planned for release in 2025. You play as Edward, a worker at a body farm whose reality begins to unravel and merge with a nightmare world. The environment literally shifts and changes around you, promising a deeply unpredictable and unnerving experience where you can't even trust your own eyes. Drawing inspiration from H.R. Giger and Lovecraft, this game is shaping up to be a true trip into madness. Our runner-up is the one we've all been waiting for. It might not be here for this Halloween, but you absolutely need to have it on your radar. Halloween, the game, from developer IllFonic, has a confirmed release date of September 8, 2026. For the first time ever, you get to step into the world of the iconic 1978 film. This asymmetrical horror game lets you play as either the survivors in Haddonfield or as Michael Myers himself. As Michael, you can use abilities like shape jump to appear out of nowhere, while the civilians have to scramble for weapons and try to call for help. It's aiming to be the ultimate cat and mouse horror experience. So, what's our number one ultimate Halloween game? Honestly, it's whichever one on this list gets your heart pounding the most. Whether you're looking for brand new survival horror like Tormented Souls 2 or the claustrophobic terror of the Dead Space remake, there's a perfect scare waiting for you on PS5 and Xbox. We've laid out the best of the best, the new, the classic, and the terrifying. The rest is up to you. Which horror game are you firing up on your console this Halloween? Drop your top pick in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the best in gaming. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some lights to turn off. Happy haunting.